What's up, fam? It's your boy Harvey. I'm sitting here thinking about, right, back in the day when I was Dope-fiend and I caught a little bit, right? And I had to learn how to be a head cook in an institution, right? I had to, learn how to be responsible for preparing meals for thousands of people, population and staff, right? I had to learn how to be a pastry cook. I had to learn how to be soup cook, and I had to learn how to, just cook in general, right? Some down south recipes and things like that. It was an exotic institution, right? They had exotic menus, right? I had to learn the menus, right? And then I had to maintain stock too, right? So I had various hats I had to wear, right? In this institution, being a cook, the head cook, right? So yeah, I had an executive chef, right? That came out of the Navy, right? He was an executive chef, for years in the Navy, right? He trained me, right, and showed me what to do, right? So, it took, not that long, a little while for me to, get the hang of things, right? Learn, he had a few week menu, I would imagine, probably about a 3-week menu. Had to learn, all that, I learned how to do certain things, right? Yeah. So I did that for about a year or so, right? But yeah, I was responsible, for making sure, that people had, breakfast, lunch, and then for the lunch, basically, the dinner menu was the lunch, right? For the staff had that at lunchtime, right? So basically, I had to make everything from day to day, right? I had to make everything. I had to make everything to make sure, everything was prepared each day, right? Then I had to prep certain things also, right? Had to, coordinate basically, certain things, make sure that the other cooks had certain things, that be prepared for them also, right? But yeah, I was, doing a little bit, right? And as opposed to just hanging on the tier, right? I took on that, It had its French benefits, even though, I was in the can, right? But yeah, back in the day, that was, an experience for me, because when I was younger, right? I had a little experience in the restaurant, right? But that took it to a whole nother level, right? On an institutional level, right? Like I say, then the executive chef, right? He had some southern skills, right? So I took a lot away from that, I took that, even further in life, I took it and applied it to my everyday life, at home and back in the day when I was, had a little thing for cooking or whatever, right? It filled some empty voids, some curiosities I had about cooking, yeah, but the executive chef, taught me, that he taught me a whole lot in that field, right? I just put it like that, back in the day, right? And that was a hell of a good experience for me, even though I was a Dope-fiend basically on vacation, right? Doing a little bit. That's basically what it was, It was just a little bit I had to do, right? But then I, went back to doing drugs after I got back out, Basically, I wasn't doing them while I was there, right? But I had other benefits, that came with, being in the institution, even while I, was, working, food service. But yeah, man, that bit there, right? I learned some things, right? See, one thing about that though, you can't keep up. It's hard to keep up with your gangster, right? When you got your mind, learning some other things, you focus on some other things, right? Sometimes you put your guards down in that type of situation. That's the only thing about that, right? You can sleep on certain situations when you're trying to, you know, focus on something else, you know what I mean? You're trying to obtain success in another way, even in a, you know what I mean, a certain type of situation. Yeah, but I just want to drop a little bit on about when I was in training, you know, and learned to be, you know, head cook in an institution. All right, fam, that's it.